Right now, as you watch this, millions of your cells are rusting. You can't feel it, but this invisible breakdown is quietly speeding up your aging, draining your energy, and setting the stage for heart disease, memory loss, and even early death. The shocking part? The cure might already be sitting in your kitchen, hiding in the colors, peels, and seeds you've been throwing away. Today, I'll show you the science behind flavonoids, nature's most powerful anti-aging weapon, and how a few simple daily choices can help you protect your body, boost your energy, and live longer. Hello, I am Manuel Granada, an adult intensive care specialist with a master's degree in basic biomedical sciences. I've spent years watching the difference between people who simply get older and those who stay young longer. And the truth is, aging isn't just about time, it's about maintenance. Think of your body as a magnificent old monument. What keeps it strong? Not just its original design, but constant, careful upkeep. We all want the same thing, not just more years, but more life in those years. And today, we'll uncover one of the most overlooked maintenance crews in nature: tiny, powerful plant compounds called flavonoids. They are the body's natural defense architects built into the foods we already love, quietly repairing, protecting, and rejuvenating us from the inside out. So, let's start with the basics. What exactly is a flavonoid? It's a bit of a scientific-sounding word, but the concept is very simple. Flavonoids are a vast family of naturally occurring compounds that plants produce. They're called phytonutrients, meaning nutrients that come from plants. They are responsible for many of the bright, vivid colors in nature: the deep purples, the sunny yellows, and the rich reds. Think of flavonoids as tiny guardians that nature has placed in our foods. They're what give blueberries their deep blue color, make green tea so healthy, and put the vibrant red in strawberries. These remarkable compounds are found in fruits, vegetables, tea, and even red wine. In the plant world, flavonoids are essential. They protect the plants from environmental stress, UV radiation, and pests. But when we eat them, they continue that powerful protective work inside our bodies. Think of your garden. If you have a colorful mix of plants, you're getting a colorful mix of protection. For centuries, these compounds have been prized in traditional medicines across the globe, but modern science has now isolated and verified their incredible role in healthy aging. When you sip your green tea, enjoy a piece of dark chocolate, or eat a handful of berries, you are consuming a tiny, sophisticated health supplement packaged perfectly by nature. For over 20 years, scientists have been studying these natural treasures, and what they've discovered is truly remarkable. These little compounds don't just make our food colorful and delicious, they act like gentle protectors for our bodies, helping us maintain our health and vitality as we age. Today, I want to discuss in 5 sessions how flavonoids will help you change your life, and a final chapter that will take you from your couch to action. Section 1. Why we age, understanding the science. Simply to truly appreciate how flavonoids help, we need to understand the cellular battle of aging. Don't worry, we're keeping the science friendly. Aging is essentially a slow accumulation of damage that outpaces your body's ability to repair itself. There are 2 primary villains in this process: oxidative stress and chronic inflammation. First, think of your cells as tiny engines running around the clock. Those engines produce necessary energy, but they also produce waste and exhaust, what scientists call free radicals. These free radicals are unstable molecules, like sparks flying from a faulty engine, that damage everything they touch: your DNA blueprint, your structural proteins, and the fatty membranes of your cells. This damage is called oxidative stress, your first villain, and it leads to cellular rust that clogs up your system. When you're younger, your body has plenty of firefighters to put out those sparks. But as we age, the firefighters get tired, and the sparks start to ignite deeper issues. The second villain, chronic inflammation. We all know acute inflammation, that redness and swelling when you twist your ankle. That's a helpful, short-term response. But as we age, many people develop a low-grade, persistent, chronic inflammation. Think of it as a constant, dull ringing in the alarm system that never shuts off. This is sometimes called inflammaging. This chronic inflammation speeds up cellular wear and tear and is a major underlying factor in almost every age-related condition, from heart issues to cognitive decline. There is also a third problem: senescence, zombie cells. When a cell becomes too damaged, it should normally self-destruct or be cleared away. If it doesn't, it enters a state of senescence. It stops dividing, but it doesn't die. These are often called zombie cells. The true problem is that these zombie cells don't just sit quietly. They start to secrete a toxic mix of inflammatory chemicals, creating that inflammaging state we just discussed, spreading aging to their healthy neighbors. This is a critical point. The older you get, the more these cells accumulate, spreading inflammation and accelerating the aging process. The recap. So, aging is a fight against the sparks: oxidative stress, the constant alarm, chronic inflammation, and the toxic waste: senescent cells. Section 2. How flavonoids help your cellular protectors. This is where our knowledge becomes empowering. Flavonoids are the strategic solution to those three problems. They don't just treat symptoms, they go to the root cause of aging at the cellular level. They are often called pleiotropic, which just means they have multiple beneficial actions in the body. They are multi-talented. Let's talk about these actions. Action 1. The R-master antioxidants. As we mentioned, flavonoids are phenomenal at neutralizing those damaging free radicals. They are the ultimate firefighters, rushing in to stop the oxidative stress that causes DNA and protein damage. They literally donate an electron to the free radical, stabilizing it and rendering it harmless, before it can cause cellular rust. By keeping the sparks at bay, they protect the integrity of your body's blueprints. Action 2. The R inflammation interrupters. This is one of their most valuable jobs for longevity. Flavonoids interrupt the signaling cascade that leads to chronic inflammation. They help dampen down that persistent alarm system. They can specifically target and calm the activity of key inflammatory enzymes and pathways, helping to quiet those loud destructive signals. A quieter, less inflamed body is a body that can focus its energy on repair and regeneration, not constant defense. Action 3. Mitochondrial support. Remember that cellular engine that produces energy? That engine is called the mitochondria. As we age, mitochondria become less efficient. Flavonoids are heroes here too. Many flavonoids help protect the mitochondria from damage and can even encourage the growth of new, healthy mitochondria, ensuring your cells have the energy needed for all-important cleanup and repair tasks. This is essential for preventing the energy drain that leads to aging. Section 3. The 3 longevity roles of flavonoids. Current scientific evidence has yielded 3 valuable insights based on the specialized anti-aging actions of flavonoids. These are undoubtedly the most exciting discoveries in current longevity science. These tips are: Tip 1. Include Senolytics in your diet. Cell cleansers, quercetin and fisetin. Role: Senolytics are the most famous group. They are the flavonoids that help your body to selectively remove those toxic, inflammatory zombie cells, senescent cells. Why is this critical? Because getting rid of the clutter stops the spread of aging to other healthy cells. It's like throwing out a few rotten apples to save the whole barrel. Key examples. The 2 stars here are quercetin and fisetin. Quercetin is widely studied and found in foods like capers, onions, and apples. It's been shown in trials to reduce markers of senescence and improve physical function in older adults. Fisetin, found in strawberries, apples, and persimmons, is even more potent in some lab studies and shows promise in helping the body shed these inflammatory cells. The takeaway: by regularly consuming these, you are actively helping your body clean house and stop the cascade of chronic inflammation. Tip 2. Introduce senomorphs into your diet: signal calmers, apigenin and camphorol. Role. Senomorphics are crucial because they target the other half of the zombie cell problem, the noise. They don't necessarily kill the senescent cell, but they are masters at calming those inflammatory distress signals, SASPS, that the zombie cells are shouting. They effectively silence the constant, destructive alarm. Key examples. Apigenin, found richly in chamomile and parsley, is a wonderful example. It works by inhibiting a key inflammatory master switch called NF-kappa B, which is essentially the volume control for chronic inflammation. Camphorol, found in spinach, kale, and tea, works similarly, suppressing the expression of major inflammatory chemicals like IL-6 and IL-8. The takeaway. These gentle compounds are like a cellular sedative, turning down the body's aging thermostat and ensuring your healthy cells aren't constantly stressed by inflammatory noise. Tip 3. You need to consume repair enhancers, naringenin, genistein, rutin, in your food role. This large and vital group of flavonoids focuses on enhancing cellular repair, regeneration, and energy. They help support the healthy, protective processes in the body, making the cells more resilient and less likely to become senescent in the first place. Key examples. Naringenin, abundant in grapefruit and citrus, has remarkable protective effects, especially on vascular blood vessel health and metabolism. Genistein, from soy products, is fantastic for encouraging autophagy, your cell's natural recycling and cleanup process that removes faulty parts. And rutin, found in buckwheat and apples, not only protects brain cells from stress, but also helps improve age-related metabolic issues by helping with blood sugar balance. These compounds work like master craftsmen in your body, enhancing your natural repair mechanisms and boosting cellular energy. Naringenin, for example, has been shown to reduce markers of heart aging and can extend healthy lifespan. Studies in laboratories have shown increases in lifespan of over 20% in some cases. The recap: we have 3 types of allies working together: the cleaners, Senolytics, the calmers, senomorphics, and the repair enhancers, anti-senescents. Section 4. Practical tips for everyday life. In this part, you will learn how to incorporate flavonoids into your life. Knowing the science is one thing, putting it into practice is another. The good news is that the best strategy is simple, safe, and delicious. Eat a wide variety of colors every day. The key is variety and consistency, not massive doses of any one food. I'll give you 3 useful tips you can implement in your everyday life. Tip 1. Make yourself a delicious and stimulating breakfast. Start your day with a mix of senolytic and anti-senescence power. Add a handful of berries, strawberries, blueberries, and maybe some walnuts to your oatmeal or yogurt. If you're a tea drinker, choose green tea, which is high in catechins, another powerful flavonoid group that boosts metabolism and cell protection. You've now covered several key flavonoid groups before 9 a.m. Tip 2. Eat the following for hydration or a midday snack. Instead of just water, try a glass of iced chamomile tea, rich in apigenin, the signal calmer, or a small serving of citrus. A handful of unsalted almonds or a small bowl of edamame provides genistein for cellular recycling. If you're having a salad, load up on spinach and kale for camphorol. Remember, the deeper the color, the richer the flavonoid content. Tip 3. This tip is lovingly presented and based on scientific evidence. Keep dinner simple, but high quality. Focus on adding strong flavonoid sources to your main meals. Onions and garlic. Use them liberally. They are surprisingly high in quercetin. When roasting vegetables, add spices like turmeric, a polyphenol powerhouse, and oregano. If you enjoy a glass of red wine with dinner, you are consuming a well-known flavonoid called resveratrol. Just remember, moderation is key. A note on supplements. While many of these individual flavonoids are available as supplements, like quercetin or fisetin, we always advocate for getting your nutrition from whole foods first. Nature provides hundreds of these compounds working together in a synergistic way that supplements simply cannot replicate. Other easy snack ideas. A handful of nuts with an apple provides healthy fats and quercetin. Dark chocolate, in moderation, also contains beneficial flavonoids. Look for varieties with at least 70% cacao. Tips for seniors: you don't need to make drastic changes to your diet. Incorporating small amounts consistently works wonders. If you suffer from a chronic illness or take medication, it's always a good idea to consult your doctor before making significant changes to your diet. The best thing about these natural compounds is that they act gently and gradually. You're not looking for immediate dramatic effects, but rather for them to support your body's natural wisdom over time. Remember, these are guidelines. I am not providing medical advice. If you are taking any supplements or medications such as blood thinners or other medications, consult your doctor. Section 5. Let's summarize and review what we've seen so far. Today we've covered many interesting topics. Here's the main takeaway. We understand that aging is driven by three main factors: oxidative stress, chronic inflammation, and the accumulation of senescent cells. We know that flavonoids are multifaceted allies that neutralize stress and reduce inflammation. Most importantly, we learned about their three specific roles in longevity: senolytics that clear clutter, senomorphs that reduce inflammatory noise, and anti-senescence compounds that repair and regenerate. In a nutshell, this is the main takeaway. Flavonoids are your little allies that protect your cells, reduce inflammation, increase your cellular energy, and help you age gracefully with more vitality and health. Every time you choose color on your plate, you're choosing longevity. Let's take a step back for a moment. Aging isn't your enemy, it's your body's story. And the amazing part? You get to edit that story every single day. You now know the three forces that drive aging: oxidative stress, chronic inflammation, and senescent zombie cells, and the natural allies that fight them: flavonoids. Every colorful bite of fruit or sip of tea is a small act of repair, a promise to your future self. So, the next time you prepare a meal, remember, you're not just feeding your body, you're training it to live longer, stronger, and brighter. If this message inspired you, hit the like button so more people can learn how to take control of their aging. Share in the comments which flavonoid-rich food you'll try this week. I always love hearing your experiences. And don't forget to subscribe to the Adult Health Institute, where science meets the art of living well. Until next time, take care, stay curious, and keep celebrating the incredible gift of life every day. If you want to learn how to improve your sexual health, watch the following video.